Thank you, Chair. Members of the committee. I am the ward councillor for this area, and this area of land used to be shops which were demolished many years ago after a fire. It was then left a mound of rubble, really. Basically, most of the trees have been self-seeding, and the area of land is brownfield. Unfortunately, the land is currently being used as a dumping ground and costing the council great amounts of money for removal of fly tipping. I am aware that this is not a planning consideration, just wanted to make that point. Residents are suffering as a result of the lack of parking.
That locally people are parking on the streets, and there's plenty of on-street parking. But
that locally people are parking on the streets, and there's plenty of on-street parking.
And although parking provisions have been made within a previous application for the mosque, the space is currently being used as a temporary building until the new build is completed. Planning conditions are in place that the temporary building is to be demolished and reverted back to a car park on completion of the new build. Residents were extremely upset at the result of the last planning committee decision and have asked me to share their views as of the other ward councillors, that they're in support of the application. No objections from anyone that was consulted have been received. Objections have been received, however, they were received from residents who do not live within that vicinity.
Objections have been received, however, they were received from residents who do not live within that vicinity.
So, just wanted to make that point out as well. And like I said, the local residents are struggling really at the moment because they can't park outside their own homes.
That locally people are parking on the streets, and there's plenty of on-street parking. But
that locally people are parking on the streets, and there's plenty of on-street parking. But
I don't know how you see your roles as ward councillors, but I know how I see mine. And as ward councillors, we are elected, I think, to listen to our constituents and help them as much as possible. As we have been inundated by residents asking for help around this application to make their quality of life better, I have therefore urged the committee to listen to the constituents' plight and approve the application subject to conditions that the committee see fit to impose. Thank you.
What are you? Thank you, Chair. So this is a brownfield site. It's not a green space or green belt. For the local knowledge, I lived there for a long time. I used to live across the road. I remember there used to be a shopping precinct there with a row of terrace houses. When that demolished, the council probably didn't have enough funding. They created half the land as a car park and left half of the land as green space. Now people are enjoying that half of land as a car park, and I think if mosques are willing to spend money on this land, I think we should welcome it, because that is a derelict land, like Councillor Dean said, that people are dumping rubbish there, and it's not being well used. And I think when the car park will be created, I think this will be help to the mosque and the local resident as well, so people can park the cars on this side as well. And the existing car park, it will be free for the local resident as well. So I'm happy to second the approval. The applicant has come back with the amended plan with the landscaping. I think they are willing to replace the trees as well, like supporter said that is going to put the trees, the larger trees, which will be, won't take a longer time to replace at same height. So I'm quite happy to second the approval. Thank you.
Councillor Abdullah.
Thank you, Chair. Following off from what you said yourself, I believe that the applicant has been in consultation with the planning officers, and therefore I agree that it should be supported, be approved on the ground that they've taken the residents' consideration regarding parking.
That locally people are parking on the streets, and there's plenty of on-street parking, but
That locally people are parking on the streets, and there's plenty of on-street parking.
It's going to alleviate the problems for other residents. And they have answered the question about the parking facilities, whether it's going to be for the public use or just for the mosque attendees themselves. And I feel they have taken everything into consideration, and therefore I'm going to support the decision. Thank you.
Councillor Critchley.
Thanks, Chairman. It has been said that there are two opposing views here and they can't be reconciled. They can be reconciled because there's a car park further up the road. It says it in here. And I know this for a fact because I used to live in Farnworth for a long time. Higher up Edgerton Street on the right-hand side is a disused car park. Council-owned car park that's completely disused. And that could solve the problems. Thank you.